Welcome. This is blog update January 23rd, 2015, and this is going to be the second blog update. And so, as you can see, the main menu has changed. I've changed. Well, I changed the title. It's supposed to say Star Wars modification. I realized my webcam is over it. Actually, let me tab out really quick. Let me modify my webcam. I should have done this before. There we go. Okay. So it's a Star Wars modification, modification by moi, for Airships game by David Stark, early access version 5.2. I didn't want to remove that part. I thought that part was very important. Background has changed. Loading screen has changed. Instead of the Airships logo, it's a pixelated Death Star, as similar to the one on the YouTube channel. I want to change the background of the loading screen and combat to more of a black background with white pixels to simulate space somewhat. So I'll eventually get to that. So the loading screen will look completely different, and I'm hoping to change the color of this as well. And so the reason I'm doing this update is because I have added in 2 new weapons, and so we will go over those right now. Well, let's go to Airship Editor, and we will come down. So first one is the E-Web. It's the machine gun used by the Imperials mainly during the reign of the Empire under Darth Sidious. And as you can see, it bears some resemblance, however familiar you are with the E-Web. Shoots just like a Gatling gun. Shoots a little faster though. Damage isn't changed, so if you have reinforced wooden armor, steel armor, or heavy steel armor, you will be safe from damage from the E-Web. Otherwise, your ship will be torn to pieces, pretty much. It will decimate anything that is not having these 3 types of armor, so you definitely would want to watch out for that. Of course, that might seem a little overpowered, so I might end up changing that. Damage, I'm not so much concerned of as the moment. Okay, so I'm going to put a E-Web ship, pretty much, versus another E-Web ship, and I just kind of want to show you how it works. They're going to kill each other really fast, but I thought it looks pretty cool. So E-Webs are normally connected to a power conduit or battery, and as you can, I keep pointing at my screen. I keep thinking you can see my fingers, but anyways, you can see the batteries right there. Here's the stand. Here's the E-Web, and it looks like it's centered correctly. Okay, so we will put the ship under AI control, so I don't have to worry about that. And just so as you can see, they love to shoot, and I changed the bullets so that they're a little more visible. So this is going to end pretty soon. But if they weren't on top of each other and they were shooting at each other face to face, it's just a whole storm of bullets, which I find very visually appealing. I just love bullets flying back and forth. Like, oh my gosh, it's just brutal. Let's just put it that way. I love it. So that's the E-Web. Bullet change, rate of fire change. I'm not sure if I changed the clip. I probably did, so it can withstand that much ammo, but you get the point. Next is the cannon. Graphics isn't done with the bots part of it, but as you can see, here's. Wait, let me put on the remove. So as you can see, this is where the airshipmen would walk right here. Here's the cannon. It has a complete 360-degree arc radius. If I can make it point only up, then I would, and I would give it a little, maybe 200-degree radius, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Right now it has a 360-degree radius because it's supposed to be pretty powerful, you could say. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It depends on how you use it. And so what happens is you normally have, with this, the way I designed the gun, you normally have ships storing like this. No, okay. You normally have ships armaments going like this in a slope, because that's how the weapon. Oh, And you can have it like that probably. So you can have it, you normally would have it going in a slope kind of direction, because that's kind of how the weapon is designed to be used. And so what we will do is we will use my gray rampart, which decided to build for the sake of this testing, versus a Satur. Hopefully the building doesn't collapse upon itself. And it doesn't. Okay, good. And so the graphics may start out bad, but then they right themselves immediately. And as you can see, the bullets are very visible, and they look kind of look more like lasers. It's really depending on how you determine a laser. But personally, I think they look more like something that from Star Wars, how the turbo lasers would shoot. And I have renamed. Well, that was fast. Let me see in the airship editors. Let me see if they. Yeah, so as you can see, this has changed to be called a turret. Gatling guns have been changed to be called an E-web. Turbo lasers have, well, cannons are now called turbo lasers. So pretty much this leaves still 5 weapons to change. Rockets, grenades, heavy cannons, flamethrowers, and suspendium cannons. My goal would be to not really do anything with the grenades. I don't really see how I could change them much, so I'm not really going to touch them. Rockets would probably be turned into proton torpedoes. Heavy cannon, heavier version of a turbo laser. It would stay inside. If you remember from Star Wars 3, when General Grievous's ship was fighting the Republic capital ship, you could see the cannons inside of the ship firing through a force field, or kind of in a gun hangar-ish area. And so that's what the heavy cannon would kind of resemble. Inside gun firing out. So it wouldn't be external like the turbo laser. Flamethrower probably won't change. Suspendium cannon might be turned into a torpedo. Or I could keep the rocket, make it more torpedo-ish weapon, put suspendium cannon as proton torpedo. I mean, in Star Wars you have the photon torpedo, which is an energy orb that I don't know if it tracks. I don't think it tracks, but it's pretty much an energy orb that's used as a torpedo, much more powerful than a rocket. But the rockets have homing capabilities and other advantages, you could say. So the proton torpedo would probably be more accurate, or less accurate, do more damage. Rockets would probably be more accurate, do less damage. No, I just said the same thing twice. I'll figure it out. I'll come up with something. It's still in early stages. So that's pretty much it. So this is the second mod blog. I do these once I get enough content in after every update to think that it's worth making a video on. So these may or may not be every other day or every day, or as much as I can get them in. So don't go expecting for one every so often. I'll put it out once I get enough content in to be worthwhile. So until then, this is the Star Wars modification signing off, and I hope to see you all later. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.